Players, he's going to be very, very careful.
Well, it's Tonga tonight that we're interested in now, and we can join our commentators at Leicester, Scott Hastings and Alan Wilkins.
We're watching Sipi Tau, the Tongan challenge war dance, which has been performed right in front of the faces of the Italians. It's a great start to the evening. The challenge has been laid down. This is the Italian side, a side with Matthew PINI, the former Wallaby, at fullback, Paolo Beccari on the right wing, and Fabio Rosselli, pretty much a pacey wings, with Alessandro Troncon at scrum half, and the terrific outside half in Diego Dominguez, the kicker. The side captained by Massimo Giovanelli, and a lot of targets in that lineup with Carlo Cecchinato and Mark Giaccheri. Tonga have made a number of changes from the side that lost 45-9 to New Zealand. Look out for number 11, Ipeli Taioni, a massive man in the Jonah Loma mode. He is some 115 kilograms and 6'4". The side with two neat halfbacks in Cirilo Martins and Brian Woolley, and a giant front row in Fainga Anaku, Liomati Maka and Nalu Tau. The side is captained by Elisi Vunipola. The referee is David McHugh of Ireland, who comes from Dublin. This is his 13th international. This is his 12th international. David McHugh first started refereeing in 1994. Off we go, and the match is kicked off by Sateki Tuipelotu, the full-back. Alessandro Troncon, the former Treviso scrum half, now plays for Montferrand in France. There's now an early attack for Tonga. And too many Tongans diving in over the ball. The initial indication from the referee that he's not going to tolerate anyone diving in over the ball. Sitting alongside me for this match, a man who's played against the Tongans, former Scotland international and British Lion, Scott Hastings. Scott, how do you read this one?
Well, perfect conditions here at Welford Road. A bit of loose play there early doors from Italy. They didn't take the kick-off, and Dominguez missed early touch, but here we are on the halfway line.
Taken nicely by Mark Giaccheri for Italy, and it's a good drive by the men in blue. And a little knock on, and already a huge thump that went in from Falamani MAFI. He's a big man. He's 1m94, 120 kilograms, one of the biggest men in Rugby World Cup. The edge is just with Tonga. Average man 17 stone 7 compared with the 16 stone 13 of the Italians. Number 7 on this side of the scrum for the Italians is Stefano Sanfiozzi, a man who plays hooker for his club Treviso. Here he is on the flank for the Italians. Pretty big man. Two huge front rows, and already the Italians have got a good shove on there, and it's a penalty against Tonga. Well, that front row disintegrated, and that'll be a little bit of a worry for the South Sea Islanders. It immediately gives Dominguez a chance to have a kicked goal. Dominguez is the 3rd all-time record point scorer in the world, a record which is currently held by Michael Liner and Neil Jenkins on 911, and Diego Dominguez has 735 points. 55 tests. A man who was born in Cordoba, Argentina, Argentinian father, Italian mother, and now a mainstay and talisman of Italian rugby. Dominguez, first kick at goal, and it's good. Just a couple of minutes gone in the match, and Diego Dominguez opens the scoring, and it's the Italians who take the lead, 3-0.
Well, Dominguez is one of the best goal kickers in world rugby, and he proved so there to give the Italians an early lead. We've seen how important goal kicking is throughout this Rugby World Cup, and certainly in tonight's game, that's going to be very much a facet of tonight's play.
Semi Topiafi, the TAUFAHEMA, is one of the key targets for the Tongans, and that's already a nice little chip in the box by Tronkong, and a bit of a mix-up by Tuipulotu, the number 8. You don't normally look for poor handling by the Tongans on the halfway line. And a penalty this time to Tonga. You'll see the signal from the referee indicating that players are diving in to get the ball. You've got to be on your feet. Elisi Vunipola, the captain of Tonga. Tonga, of course, were the last team to qualify for Rugby World Cup 99. They had a pretty harrowing time in qualifying. One of those big defeats included a hammering by Australia. Up in the lineup goes Ben-Hur Kivalu. Plays his rugby in Japan now. Big number 5. Inside the Italian 22, held by Tuipulotu, the number 8. Swung out by the outside half, Brian Woolley, and they've lost it. Italy can go from here. It's a long pass out to Rosselli. Back at fullback is Tuipulotu. Sateki Tuipulotu lays it back for his forwards. They need to regroup. But you see, again, the indication from the referee, David McHugh. Too many players diving in on the ball. He wants them on their feet.
Again, this is an area where the referees have been told to cut down, because this type of play stops that critically important second and third phase ball.
And that is a deadly accurate kick by Dominguez. He's put his forwards to within 5 meters of the Tongan goal line. What a wonderful player he is for the Italians. Alessandro Moscardi, the Benetton Treviso man, 30 years of age. This is his 16th cap. Finds his target. Giaccheri in the middle of the line out, and the Italians make their way towards the Tongan goal line. Are they over? Well, the referee is signalling not a try.
Well, here we go at the line out here. The Italians, they go down the front. Great drive in there from the number 8, Samizi. Whoa, it was a close one there. Martin's in with the tackle on the desk.
So a defensive scrummage for Tonga. Well, this front row business is a little bit untidy in the early start of the match. Fine Ganaku at loose head, Latiumi Maka, the hooker, and Nalu Tau on this side of the scrum. He plays for Pontypridd in Wales, and he is some 19 stone. Picked up now by the number 8, Tuipulotu. Martins waits. Vunipola, the captain, with the kick upfield. He only finds Matt PINI. PINI with the up and under. That's not a bad kick. PINI has gone for it. And it's the 10-meter ruling.
Well, it was a great take and catch by PINI at full back there, but the Italians, they're penalised for not retiring out with the 10-meter circle. Therefore, it's the option of either a kick on the 22 where the ball landed, or a scrum down, and the Tongans have gone for the scrum.
It's a free kick for Tonga, and David McHugh is going to have a word with initially Alessandro Moscardi and the captain Massimo Giovanelli. He wants the scrimmage to take place exactly on the place where he has deemed it to take place. Here we go, a charge. Oh, my goodness me, Latiumi Maka. And Giovanni has taken a woeful bang from the Tongan hooker, Maka. He's in all sorts of trouble. But meanwhile, play goes on. Martins. Standing off is Koloi, Sanatani Koloi. The Italians have won it. This is Bakari. Bakari with support inside coming from Stoica, the Bucharest-born Italian now. But what a thump that was. These boys are absolutely fearless attackers. And that was Latiumi Maka. Have a look at this.
Well, look at this one. You could feel this one in the stand. But Giovanelli actually going far too high there. It's not textbook tackling. He should have been well below the hips there. Well, Giovanelli seems to be all right, but it was a big hit. And this is what the South Sea Islanders are famed for. It's the big hit in their game, the physical contact. Just, you can see there, the body position is poor.
Rather him than me, Scott. That's all I'm saying. Muscardi. To the back, it was intended for Kaioni, but it's not a pretty good throw by Muscardi. Sililo Martins, the scrum half, Auckland-born, plays his rugby in Auckland. A long kick downfield now. Back goes Matt Pinney. And Matt Pinney is a pretty tidy footballer. Won 8 caps for Australia. This is 7th now for Italy. Plays for the Narbonne club in France. The Italians leading by 3 points to 0. Dominguez with the early penalty. Number 6 at the back for Tonga is Dave Edwards, born in Auckland. Number 8 is Tuipulotu. Number 5, the big man, Cavallo. Sililo Martins now swings it out to Brian Woolley, taken on by Tuipuafi. Tuipuafi, one of the most experienced men in this Tongan side. Brian Woolley. And not for the first time we've got that penalty. Well, it's a penalty, Tonga.
Well, we can see here the contact situation. It goes in low into the tackle. Woolley, watch his hands, still on the ball. He's still holding the ball. Referee McHugh straight on there, saying that boy's actually on top. Frustrating. He's not releasing ball, and it's a penalty against Tonga.
Now this is a chance for Sateki Tuipulotu, who's unattached at the moment. He has been with Leeds Rugby Club for the last 3 years, has scored well over 1,000 points for them. 299 points for Leeds last season. And Tonga need 3 points from him now. And he's pushed it just wide. Early chance gone for Tuipulotu. There are 3 Tuipulotus in this side. One is the fullback, one is the number 8. And one is the replacement scrum half, and none of them are related.
That's obviously the equivalent name for Smith here in the British Isles.
Or Hastings in Scotland. Dominguez with the restart. And that was very clumsy by Italy. Men in front of the kicker, and really Italy cannot afford to do that against a side like Tonga. This scrummage now will be directly in front of the Italian posts. Tonga with the weight advantage in that tight 5. Look at the size of them, 18 stone 3 the average weight. Sililo Martins with the put-in. The pick-up by Tuipulotu. And a lovely break by Martins. Picks out Tuipulotu, the fullback, up in the line. They've made 2 or 3 meters. It's a little bit scrappy and Tonga have lost it. And Dominguez, left-footed, kicks it downfield, finds TAUFAHEMA. It's a knock-on, and the Tongans will be a little bit disappointed with that. It was a good attacking platform. The scrummage was in front of the post, and they basically messed it up.
FALAMANI knocking the ball down there. He should have actually knocked that back so he could have recollected, but it was obvious the Italians are putting the Tongans under pressure in the scrum, and it's all happening in this front row with Marino, Moscardi and Costolani.
Held at the back now by Kaioni. Picked up by the Roma man. Swung out by Troncon. Dominguez, oh, and a lovely take by PINI, and this is Vakari. Paolo Vakari doing well to come back inside to link up with his forwards. Italy want it quickly. Giovanelli inside the Italian, the Tongan 22. And it's knocked on. But some enterprise from Italy. Quick ball spun along the backs.
Yeah, it was a great cutout pass here from Dominguez. Look at that, the missed one there. PINI comes into the line. Vakari steps off his right foot, takes the contact situation, but there was a hint of a knock-on in this play here. But again, good play, good awareness by Dominguez from the back.
It's a problem area. It'll be a warm area, I'll assure you that. Again, it's Tuipulotu with the pickup. The number 8 likes the move. Leaves it for Cililo Martins. Back goes Vakari. And it's a pretty good kick by the scrum half. Cililo Martins, Auckland born. This is his 14th cap. Just 22 years of age, attended Auckland Grammar School, and now plays for the Pakuranga club in Auckland. Tonga are standing precisely on the halfway line. The big man for Italy is number 5 in the lineup, Mark Ceccheri. Found him. Good target, good throw by Moscardi. Oh, that's Kekinato taking a bump. But Italy still have the ball. Troncon. There's a gap behind Kaioni, the big man. And it's a very good follow-up by Carlo Kaioni, the Italian number 8. And it's a penalty to Italy. Not quite sure what that was for, Scott.
Appeared to be stopping the quick throw in there from, or it might be stopping the ball as it was going out of play, but David McHugh, he was closer there to the action. But again, good play, good awareness there by the Italians. They first of all moved the ball, they took the ball into contact, and it was Alessandro Troncon who popped the ball down into the 22.
Yes, it was Cililo Martins, the scrum half, who was stopping the ball going in.
Yeah, interesting, although it appeared to be that Italy actually put the ball out, so that would make in effect a Tongan throw-in. Something obviously happened that the referee picked up on.
Second chance now for Dominguez. He's got his kicking boots on early in the match. Italy take a 6-point lead, courtesy of 2 penalties from Diego Dominguez.
Well, we talked when the first goal went over how important the kicking and the penalties were. Dominguez has put out 2 on from 2. Tuipulotu, he missed the first kick for Tonga.
This is Elisi Vunipola, man who's played for the ACT Brumbies in Australia, captaining the side at Welford Road in Leicester tonight. Long kick downfield. Italians make good ground. Every time the Tongans look as if they might just get down into Italian territory, the Italians respond. Looks like we're going to have a replacement. This is TEVITA TIUETI, known as Dave to his teammates. Plays for Neath in Wales, and he's coming on for Brian Woolley, the outside half. So the Wellington, New Zealand-based outside half, Brian Woolley, comes off. And on comes Dave TIUETI, wearing 17. And it looks as if Elisi Vunipola will go on into the outside half position. He is wearing 12. Taken at the back though by Dave Edwards wearing 6. The scrum half is in there. FALAMANI MAFI. Big number 4. Martins is out of the mess now. It's a little bit untidy. Taken on quickly by Latumie Mimaka, the abrasive hooker. The hooker is leading the charge for Tonga.
Well, Maka took the ball on well there, but a hint of a knock on them from Marino picked up by the referee.
Troncon feeds. France-based, as a number of the Italians are. Something like 6 or 7 of the side in the Italian side tonight are based in France with top French clubs. Vakari chases. He's got Pioni to deal with. That's no easy task. This is Tuipulotu, the fullback, in a spot of bother. Good chase at that by Vakari.
Again, it was a deftly weighted trip there from Troncon. Vakari is great in that situation, chasing, putting pressure on his opposite number, Taoni. Forces the ball and is ended up with the Italians scrummaging there just outside the Tongan 22.
Rather interesting. Stefano Safiozzi is now a scrum half. He's a hooker for Treviso. He is a flanker tonight for Italy. He's also a scrum half. Italian tactics. So it's Stefano Safiozzi to put the ball in, but the scrummage really is untidy, and it has been from the first scrummage. Moreno, Moscardi, Castellani for Italy. Fainga, Anuku, Maka and Tau for Tonga. And it's a free kick for Italy. Dominguez. Troncon picks up. The referee says play on. Tuipulotu was not in an offside position. There's the signal again. The first man there, the first Italian, was the man to dive in on the man on the ball, and that is not allowed. You have to be on your feet. Alessandro Moreno.
Well, we see here, look at the scrum cap there, Giovanelli. Over he goes, and quite obvious that it was Moreno, actually, the prop, who went down over the Tongan there.
It's going to be a little untidy though, Scott, isn't it? If both sides, who we've seen in this first 20 minutes or so, both sides are diving in on the man who's been tackled. Up goes FALAMANI MAFI. Vunipola. Along the line it goes, but it stops in the middle. Troncon. That's a good kick by the scrum half. The fullback was up in the line. And the man chasing is one of the biggest men on the park. That is Carlo Kekinato. That was a great chase by the big man who plays for Treviso. His 50th cap today for Italy. Massimo Mestioletti, the man who played for Italy some 54 times. He's the coach of the national side now. Will be reasonably happy with his side's effort. They are 6-0 ahead. Dominguez brings in Vakari. That's a good move. It's a strong run by Vakari, the Calvisano man. Troncon. But they're going backwards, Italy. Troncon. Back to Dominguez, looking for the drop kick. He had set himself in a pretty good position. Tuipulotu, the fullback. That's a huge kick upfield. If it bounces kindly for him, it'll be a pretty good kick, but it hasn't. This is Matt PINI. He runs into TAUFAHEMA. And the weight is with the Tongans, and it's gone into touch finally. but there is no quarter asked or given in these tackle situations.
Here we see Tronco feeding. Dominguez goes for actually the drop goal. And it was great take there from TUETI.
Quickly taken by Tonga. But the tackling is fierce by both sides, and you've got to give it to the Italians. This now is Taufiafi. And Italy are penalised for offside. Taken again quickly by Semi Taufiafi. It's a quick game as Sonatane Koloi takes it on, the open side flanker for Tonga. There's the hooker again, he's never far from the action. Batumiani Maki, but a lovely break now by Dave Edwards. Inside to Taioni, and the big man can't collect the pass. What a break by the blindside flanker on that far touchline.
Well, exciting play here. They get the ball through the hands. It's the wide miss pass, and the big flanker there, Edwards, he takes the ball on inside to Taioni, who spills the ball. But it's great play here. We've seen the Tongans opening up the play. I think there's been a bit of ebb and flow. I think this Welford Road crowd are looking forward to this game just opening up a little bit. There's been some early penalties, and as a result, the settling in period over the first 20 minutes has resulted in some quite exciting play. But still, the unforced errors, if we can eliminate them, we're going to see tries. And here we see the handling errors. Tonga 6, handling errors to Italy's 3, so that's key. There's perhaps just a little bit of grease on the ground as well, a little bit of dew there, which is allowing these errors to happen. But a great cut-out pass here. Edwards, good hands, and as he feeds inside, the ball's just spilt there from Taioni. I think everybody wants to see the big fella have a few runs today.
I bet Vakari doesn't. What a great talent when you consider the likes of Jonah Lomu, Peter Alatini, Carl Hoff from New Zealand, all Tongans, all could be in this side tonight. Dominguez hurried in his clearance. Chance now for Taioni. Will he take it on himself? This is the big man. Watch him go. But a good tackle by Vakari. Vakari's done his job now. TIUETI taking it in. Martins. And a big break by TAUFAHEMA. And TAUFAHEMA is clean through. TAUNAHOLO, TAUFAHEMA, the man who's Auckland-based, and now in Japan, and the Tongan flags go up. The first try of the match has gone to one of the most experienced men in the Tongan side. TAUNAHOLO, TAUFAHEMA.
What a wonderful try here. Look at this great play from TAUFAHEMA. Early doors, it's set. The pass comes out, he's got 2 men to beat, he hits the gap, steps off his right foot, wonderful try, and seems to have just slipped there, and actually maybe have done twisted an ankle ligament there. He's getting treatment at the moment. That was very unfortunate as he went in to touch the ball down.
TAUFAHEMA is a pretty useful athlete who's played soccer for Tonga. He's played for Auckland in the New Zealand National Provincial Championship. He's played for the All Black 7 side. And now he's based in Japan, plays for Sanyo. And he's opened the scoring for Tonga. And the fullback Sateki TUETI adds the 2 points, and Tonga go ahead in this match by 7 points to 6 and 27 minutes gone.
Well, here we see again Martins with the pass from this particular breakout here. There's Martins, there he goes. The great thing about this try, we look at the ball in 2 hands, then into one off the side step off the right foot, but this is where he gets injured. He puts the ball down and you saw his ligaments go. But super try there. But Martins, quick delivery there, always aware. TAUFAHEMA, what a wonderful try, great acceleration.
And what a break this is by TUETI, the number 8. A magnificent break by the number 8 from the kickoff. But Italy have responded. Oh, my goodness, that is Kekinatu taking a full blaster, and it was high. Taufahenga Anuku, the prop. And Fainganuku's going to have a word.
Well, this is where the Tongans are very good. They hit high, And referee David McHugh has said, no, he doesn't want that anymore. The intervention by the touch judge there to bring it to his attention.
David McHugh might have more than his match here, because TAUFAHEMA is with the police force in Tonga. He's 122 kilograms, which puts him in the heavy bracket as far as Rugby World Cup 99 is concerned. Dominguez now for Italy. Nothing more than a poke downfield, but it does give the Italians the line out. It's a fine line, Scott, isn't it? This tackling by the Tongans. We see it by the Samoans and the Fijians. It's just around shoulder height.
That's right, and they hit you like a brick outhouse as well.
Moscardi throws. And it was Giaccheri, the big number 5 for Italy, but the throw was not straight. And this is TAUFAHEMA, whose ankle is strapped up, just limping just a little. The Tongans need him to be 100% fit. Here we go again, the pick-up by the number 8, Catalinimoni Tuipiloto. Loves the ball in his hand, so too does the scrum half, Celilo Martins. It's inside the Tongan 22. TIUETI is the scrum half, back to Vunipola, the outside half. He misses touch, the captain, Matt PINI. PINI's kick is useful. And Italy have won it. Stoica dancing, weaving, trying to get away through. Troncon, Kekinato, inside now, the Tongan 22. Troncon again, this is good continuity by Italy. And saving the day for the Tongans is Tuipilotu, the fullback, who makes a mark. But he hasn't found touch. Matt PINI throws the pass inside, and it's going to be a clear interception. And the fullback will get there. Sateki Tuipilotu gets the interception try for Tonga. And that is a simple score for the Tongans.
Well, a basic error here. We saw Matt PINI. The last 2 kicks he's actually received, he's actually put up in the air. He's kicked ahead. He seemed to be slightly indecisive there. And what an easy run in from Tuipilotu. There you see it again. And he's got a simple run in under the post. I believe actually this particular movement started way back with Troncon. Italians were attacking in the Tongans 22. It was actually Tuipilotu who took good ball, tapped the quick one off the free kick and got upfield to create Matt PINI and put him under pressure for that mistake.
Sateki Tuipilotu is a pretty handy player. The last 3 seasons with the Leeds Rugby Club in England. And he's unattached at the moment. Played a season with the Leeds Rhinos Rugby League. And this is the Italian captain, Massimo Giovanelli, who is now going to watch as Sateki Tuipilotu will attempt to add the 2 points to his 5 for the try. Another one of the well-travelled Tongans, born in Auckland. Parents live in Sydney. And here he is in Leicester, trying to add 2 points, and he fails. But the Tongans have stretched their lead. They've scored 2 tries, and it's now 12 points to 6, 32 minutes gone in the first half.
Well, it's one of these ones you can actually see from the stand. And it is a simple run-in. As I said earlier, it was PINI, the first 2 he got and collected, he hoisted high in the air. He seemed to be slightly indecisive there.
Dominguez restarts, and that surely looked to be a bit of a barge. The referee lets that one go. Well, Italy, there you go, has been in Tongan half for 63% of the time, and yet they find themselves trailing by 12 points to 6. This is Alessandro Moscardi. Giaccheri, Troncon. Nicely brought back inside by Kepolino. A lovely pass out to Kaioni and Matt Pinney's in there, and it's going to be a penalty to Italy. It is Falamani MAFI, the man who the referee has looked at. He said to him, you know what it's for, you've got to be on your feet.
Well, it came MAFI here, he just came in at completely the wrong angle. A good inside pass there to Pinney, and there he goes, he's coming right in the wrong angle, killing ball. And McHugh's right on there, he's told him.
"33 minutes gone," as the scoreboard is indicating in front of Diego Dominguez. And this should be meat and drink for a man of this caliber. A man who stands behind Liner and Jenkins in the all-time world record. But he won't be adding to his world tally with that kick. A rare miss by Dominguez. An important kick as well, because we have some 6 minutes to go to half-time, and Italy trail by 12 points to 6. Matt Pinney, he'll put it up. That's gone a long way up. And a good take by the fullback. He hasn't knocked on. Back now to Vunipola. Well, the referee's had a busy time of it. Now, the referee gave the penalty to Tonga, and he's reversed it because of that.
Well, there's two stamps actually going on there, so he's quite right, and the Tongans seem to be questioning it.
A little bit of an injury now to Elisi Vunipola, the captain. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Let's have a word now on the touchline with Jamie Salmon. Jamie.
Thanks very much indeed. Certainly very interesting on the benches down here. Tonga are a bit frustrated. They want to play an open, expansive game. The scrummage is struggling, so they're very indecisive in that area. And Italy are very pleased just to keep picking up the points. Very disappointing with that penalty miss from Dominguez a minute or two ago, because any win there is down here is certainly in Tonga's favour this half. And just finally, TAUFAHEMA is going to stay on to half-time to see if that ankle he can run it off. Otherwise, he's going to be off at half-time.
Dominguez adds the 3 points. And it's now 12 points to 9 as we approach half-time, some 4 or 5 minutes to go. Tongans can ill afford to have TAUFAHEMA off the field. That ankle is certainly bothering him. He injured it in the process of scoring. Vunipola with the restart. And that was Kaioni who let it go behind his head. Bakari. Massive kick downfield. Tuipulotu. And what a break by Martins. And TIUETI can't hold it. TEVITA, TIUETI was in the line at some pace.
Well, this was a great step here, ball on two hands again. But look, you just saw, just out of camera there, he just stuck out a leg, Dominguez stuck out a leg, and it's a yellow card offence.
Diego Dominguez receives a yellow card from the referee, and that's a caution. I'm not a lip reader, but I can assume that Diego Dominguez is not too happy about 1, receiving the yellow card, and 2, missing a penalty kick, and 3, that his side is trailing by 12 points to 9. The Tongans, who have been based in South Africa for a month before coming to these shores for the Rugby World Cup, they've been coached by former Springbok prop Guy Kebbel. And a chance now for Sateki Tuipulotu to increase the Tongan lead. It's a good kick by the fullback. And Tuipulotu puts his side in front by 6 points.
Well, here's Tuipulotu, and he comes off his right, but look at the leg there from Dominguez. Well, that's more to do with Italian football and Italian rugby, but quite rightly penalised.
.6 points in it. And the Tongans with 2 tries, despite the fact that Italy have had a wealth of possession in this first half. The Tongans find themselves in front by 6 points. Up comes PINI, picked up now by the hooker, Maka. It'll be a scrummage, and it'll be Tongans put in. The first knock on was by Matt PINI.
Well, here's the first half possession. Tonga with a little bit of territorial advantage, literally within the last 5-10 minutes, which has seen them get territorial advantage. Here we are on the halfway line.
And it's picked up by Tuipulotu, the number 8. Martins, hands on now to Nalu Tau. Absolute bull of a prop. This is Koloi, Sonatane Koloi. Celilo Martins to Vunipula. And a lovely chip through, picked up by TAUFAHEMA. That's the Italian 22. Tonga looking eager for the ball for another score before half-time. Penalty, Tonga.
Well, David McHugh saying there that the Italian Massimo Giovanelli, he'd held on to the ball. His responsibility is to move away from the ball. David McHugh saying there the second man into the tackle situation smothered the ball. Tonga couldn't regain possession there. And quite rightly, David McHugh has penalised Italy for that indiscretion. Here we see the incident here. The 2 Italian tacklers there on the ground. He's not rolling away. And straight away, McHugh penalises Italy.
Tongans certainly show their intentions this year with the win over France in Nuku Alofa by 20 points to 16. That was in June. And TAUFAHEMA, who was a player in that match, has got an injury here tonight in Leicester. Sateki Tuipulotu, the fullback for Tonga. No trouble at all. And the Tongan fullback looks as if he's in the groove with the boots. And Tonga lead by 18 points to 9. We're on the stroke of half-time, and the referee has had a good look at his watch. Might have been the last proper kick of the first half, although Dominguez restarts. Up goes Kivalu, Ben-Hur Kivalu. On the floor, and there's a hand in there. Touch judge has got his flag out. Well, the referee has taken the advice from Didier Mene, and it's a yellow card for Falamani MAFI. the big man who is currently plying his trade in Japan receives a caution here. Have a look what he does here.
Well, here's the incident here. He just drops the knee in on the Italian and quite properly picked up, and absolutely stupid play there from MAFI. He's yellow carded. That does his team no good at all. And here we have Dominguez lining up to really pull Italy within sight of Tonga, 18-12 if he gets this.
Dominguez, 2 steps to the ball, and he plonks it through the middle for another penalty. That's his 4th of the first half, and it's an important one for Italy as the half-time arrives with Italy trailing Tonga in front by 18 points to 12.
Thanks, Alan. We'll take a short break there, then we'll have the views at half-time from Sean Fitzpatrick and Will Carling. Join us again in just a few moments. Back. Our live game tonight is the Pool B match that features England's next opponents, Tonga and Italy. At half-time, it's Italy 12, Tonga 18. Let's rejoin our commentators at Leicester now. Scott Hastings and first, Alan Wilkins.
Second half is just about to start, and the last people to arrive on the pitch for the second half happens to be the referee and his 2 touch judges.
Well, I just heard David McHugh saying there he had to finish his mug of tea, so hence the reason he's a wee bit late out onto the pitch.
There is a replacement. The big number 4, FALAMANI MAFI, has gone off, and in his place, wearing 20, is ISILELI FATANI, who plays for the Toa club in Tonga. I'll say that once. And immediately, Tonga come away with it from the restart. 18-12 in front. And with 2 tries already in the bank. This is Sililo Martins. Back to David TIUETI. He's called Dave by his teammates at Neath in South Wales. TEVITA is his name. And that was a pretty optimistic drop kick. Matt PINI. Well, we have a problem because Dave TIUETI was playing with 1 ball and there was another ball on the park behind the referee. So let's restart. This is Elisi Vunipola, captain of Tonga. A long kick downfield finds Alessandro Troncon. The kick upfield by Matt PINI. And Sililo Martins coming in for the ball and getting it. What a brave piece of play by the scrum half. Going in for the ball is Taioni, acting as a scrum half. Back to Tuipulotu, the fullback, and cleaned away nicely by the Tongan number 15, Tuipulotu.
Well, a lively start to this game, a little bit of aerial ping pong ball there, but we saw Matthew PINI, first of all, catching a good high ball, taking it forward, and this time opting to put it high in the air. So good play by Matthew PINI, and we've got the Italian line out here on the 10-yard line.
Mascardi with the throw, Ceccheri up the back, Troncon, Dominguez, and Stoica is broken through. If he can get the pass, well, he did get the pass, but Fabio Rosselli on the left wing couldn't take it, and that was a searing, incisive break by Christian Stoica.
Well, a lovely break here, off the top line out ball here. Troncon, wonderful service to Dominguez, the skip pass there, and Stoica sees the gap, makes a great break, but was unable to feed the ball on, and spilled their Tongan scrum. Rosselli just doesn't quite have the hands there.
Terrific break by Christian Stoica, wearing 13. That's Fabio Rosselli, the winger. Been with the Roma club for 10 years. Might have endeared himself to a few more Romans had he taken the ball and gone over for the try.
What was good about that movement was actually the pace that was put on the ball. It was straight off the top of the line out. It was a good skip pass there from Dominguez, and Stoica hit the ball at pace and breens the Tongan defence.
Tongan throw, just outside their 22. Look how they knit together, look how they drive. This is Latu Mimaka, the hooker. What a customer he is. Picked up by Kivalu, the lock. On now by Fainga Anaku. And here's Maka for the third time in the move. And look at the ground they've made. They're up to the halfway line. Vunipola. He's crashed down. It's loose ball, but it is a penalty. It is Dominguez who has been called and pointed at for being in an offside position and giving Tonga the chance to kick downfield, and they've wasted the chance. Vakari now. Vakari and thumped by Taioni. Vakari's gone into the melee. This is Dominguez. Looks for space beyond TAUFAHEMA, and he's found it. But Vakari, how he got up from that, I don't know.
Well, some of these hits, this is what you expect. You'll give a pass and suddenly the hit will come in slightly late. It's just on the edge of whether it's going to be penalised or not. But here we see Vakari makes it. Oh, a big hit there.
It is a Tongan throw, and it's taken on by Fatani, the replacement. But the throw is crooked. So it's going to be Italy's put into this scrummage, and the scrum is just on the Tongan 22.
Well, the referees have been told to clamp down in this Rugby World Cup with crooked throwing.
Troncon feeds, picked up by Kaioni. And it's happening in midfield, but it's all a little bit close. The Tongans were up in the defence pretty quickly.
Well, we see here again Rosselli coming in off the short move. Troncon feeds Rosselli off the miss, but completely has his eyes off the ball. I think he's more worried about the Tongan hit coming.
Free kick. Troncon. Kekinato, taken by Kivalu. Two big men in the contact area. If Italy can get quick ball, but it's slowed down, and Dominguez has come pretty deep. And it's the whistle again by David McHugh, and he's pointing to Ben-Hur Kivalu for preventing the ball from being played. So it's a penalty to Italy.
Well, referee McHugh's been quite deliberate there in what he's saying to Kivalu. He's saying he was the tackle man. He has to roll away and make an effort to get away from that ball to free it up. And here we see the penalties. Tonga conceding 7 penalties in their own half, and that is one of the reasons. They're making the tackle, they're not allowing that ball to come back, and without doubt McHugh is right on song here by penalising the Tongans.
Dominguez with his 5th penalty, and now the Italians are within 3 points of Tonga. 5 goals from 6 attempts by the Italian outside half.
Well, over the years we've got used to Dominguez keeping Italy in many a game, and in fact actually winning. They beat Scotland a couple of years ago and Ireland. They've produced some great results, and they're keeping in touch here at Welford Road against Tonga.
Elisi Vunipola finds Kaioni, the Italian number 8. The big prop, Castellani. Good driving by the forwards, and again onto Safiozzi. Terrific play by Stefano Safiozzi, lays it back. This is good from Italy. Up to the halfway line they go. Troncon goes in for it, finds Dominguez, and Dominguez just with one eye on the ensuing red shirts. Better now by Rosselli, Fabio Rosselli. He's done well, but he runs into TUETI up to the Tongan 22. There's a huge stamp, and it's right in front of the referee. A little bit silly by the Italian hooker Alessandro Moscardi.
What a wonderful run here from Rosselli. A great pass from Dominguez here, but this is really stupidity what's happening here. The maul's being formed, it's just about to be turned into the ruck, and just coming out of shot, Moscardi comes in. Look at the stamp there, that's just stupid play. Here we are, Moscardi coming out of shot. Here he comes, number 2, over, the big stamp. And I'm sure TUETI will have a couple of rain marks down the back of his back.
Caution for Alessandro Moscardi, the Benetton Treviso hooker. Nice take by Fatani. Vunipola, and a move in midfield to bring in Ipeli Taioni. Celilo Martins, Vunipola, they're working well together. Both sides though are pretty fearsome in their defence. Well, it's free ball. It was picked up by Koloi for Tonga. It's close quarter stuff. Nalu Tau is in there. Vunipola. Matt PINI goes across. Picked up nicely by the fullback. He beats the one tackled by TAUFAHEMA. And again an Italian pass goes down. But Matt PINI did very, very well. The former Wallaby fullback.
Matt PINI escapes the tackle here. He goes up the touchline, looks for the support from Rosselli inside, and he spills the ball. Sorry, it was Capolino.
Another replacement wearing 18. This is TAPUELUELU. One of 3 players in the Tongan squad who plays rugby for the Gauteng Falcons in South Africa, based in Johannesburg. Meanwhile, Alessandro Moscardi has an ankle injury. Moscardi is all right. Takes his place between Alessandro Moreno, who plays his rugby for Agen in France. On the halfway line, put in by Celilo Martins, the Tongan scrum half. Finds Vunipola. High tackle on TUETI. Tonga still with the ball. The ball retention's much better in this second half. There's an Italian on the wrong side, but it's still with Tonga. The kick upfield by Topiafi. Kikinato feeds. This is good. This is Vakari. Vakari with Stoiker outside. Taioni back there. And the big man Nalu Tau. And a big save that was by Nalu Tau, the former policeman who plays for Pontypridd in Wales, acting fullback.
Well, they thought about the kick there, but it was great. What's the prop doing back there in the first place? But excellent skill there. Decides not to risk the kick. Goes for the safety of his touchline.
He's a great sight, that Nalu Tau. He's made some good friends in Wales. TAPUELUELU is on the field for TAUNAHOLO, TAUFAHEMA. So the first try scorer in the match has gone off. That ankle is given him bother. He's been limping on it ever since he scored the try. Change of shorts. Change of shorts for Catalina Moni, TUETI. Moscardi throws, Jakeri collects. And it's a good technique. Well done by Italy. They've made 4 or 5 meters. Troncon waits. The forwards keep it. They've done well. Troncon looks at his options, looks for his options. Where are they? There it is, it's a try. And it looks to be the hooker, Moscardi. It's Alessandro Moscardi from the Treviso club, who has scored his 4th try for his country. And this is 16th international.
Well, a great try there by Moscardi. It was interesting, though, that everybody was waiting for Troncon to take the ball. Look at them organising their defence. Martin's there at number 9. Completely misses Moscardi coming through the middle. Good awareness by Moscardi. But watch again. Look at Moscardi. Look at the Tongans. They're looking to spread out. They're calling for people. And Moscardi just pops through the middle. Dots the ball down over the try line. Good try. Good awareness by Moscardi.
Terrific view of the hooker going over. And the Italians have taken the lead. They've done all the scoring in this second half. 263 goals in 55 tests. This is a conversion attempt by Dominguez. Oh, it's a perfect one too. The 2 points to add to Moscardi's try, and Italy stretch their lead now over Tonga by 4 points.
Well, Italy have come out the starting blocks in this second half. What they've actually done is they've put width on the ball. They've been attacking the 3/4 of the Tongans and putting them under pressure. Italy now in the lead, 22 points to 18.
That was Troncon. Back goes the replacement. TAPUELUELU. Nicely taken by Matt PINI. And here comes Stoica. And Vakari at pace. That's a good break by the right winger. Terrific play and a high tackle. It was a very high tackle. But the Italians are penalised for diving in, wanting the ball. Tonga take it quickly. It's that man again with 2 on his back. Maka, the hooker. It's in the hands of Fatani, the replacement. Vunipola meets his opposite number, Dominguez. The game has gone up a gear. There's an Italian who's receiving treatment for the high tackle.
Here's a good tackle. Here's Vakari here. He takes the ball in. Good tackle in there. Sets up next phase ball. And Moreno comes in with a big tackle.
Moreno was the recipient of the high tackle. He's getting treatment in the Tongan 22. Meanwhile, it's a line out on the Italian 22. Italy leading. 22 points to 18. Quarter of an hour gone. He doesn't look good, does he?
Oh, Moreno's obviously out of the game now. He can hardly stand there. He's obviously concussed. And when you're concussed, you want to get back. Here we see the incident again. Moreno taking the ball into contact here. And it is high. It is high. And that possibly could lead to a sighting, actually, from the match commissioner.
And the man who was responsible for it was Ben-Hur Kivalu.
Well, he's staying on the field.
Alessandro Moscardi throws. Taken this time by Carlo Caioni, the number 8. Troncon to Dominguez. Hasn't found touch. He's found the big man. This is the big man, Ipeli Taioni. Lomu too, they're looking at him. That's what they're talking about. 20 years of age. 6'4", 115 kilograms, and he plays on the wing. TAPUELUELU doing well to stay on his feet. Turns now to give his forwards chance to get the ball. They've got it. TIUETI. Tuipulotu, the full-back. It's a knock-on. It was knocked on by Dave Edwards. But the game has increased in tempo.
Both teams looking to play the ball out of tackle and contact situations again. Here we go, the full-back here. Tuipulotu passes inside and Edwards spoils the ball and knocks it forward. But yes, both sides are actually playing open rugby. We talked about Italy. They've come out the starting blocks in the second half. They've put a little bit more width in the ball. And it's also been good play by Tonga. They're looking to be active. They're looking to create that second, third and fourth phase possession.
front of us. Replacements coming on thick and fast. Jamie Salmon is our man down there on touchline. Jamie.
Yes, it's certainly happening thick and fast down here. Interesting, the Italian physio just said to me that this is their cup final because they don't want the wooden spoon in this group. It's a fair assessment because they play New Zealand next Friday, so that's why they've upped to the gear, as Scott was quite rightly saying. So I think we're in for a terrific last 20-25 minutes, and Tonga want to go to that England match next week, certainly with a win under their belt. So I don't think it's going to get any less frantic or any less competitive.
22 points to 18. Italy lead. We've had 18 minutes in the second half. And the Tongans, it is a remarkable rugby story for Tonga anyway. An island with just 100,000 population, and they produce such great players. And here go Italy though from the scrum. Troncon, Dominguez, misses out Stoica. This is Matt PINI, flicked it back inside. It might have been good if it had gone to hand, but it didn't. And so Tonga, no, they've not. They've lost it. Vicari now. What a busy man he's been. This is Rosselli. Rosselli's got pace and he's making his way through. And it was a desperate tackle that brought him down. Italy still have ball. The long pass, there are men over. Moscardi must get rid of it. Surely Moscardi must. And Italy have absolutely wasted the chance. Moscardi should be held responsible for that. He had 3 men outside. All it needed to do was to go out and Italy would have scored.
Well, Italy had a great one here. Look at this. They've got huge overlap here. Moscardi in the unfamiliar position. Look at the numbers out, and PINI, everybody outside him. And it was actually Dominguez who knocked on.
And I think that Scott Dominguez was trying to make the best out of a bad job by the hooker, was he not?
Well, Moscardi perhaps in the unfamiliar situation, obviously having words to his outside backs.
Look how Italy are dominating this second half, but they wasted that final effort. Fatani wearing 20, the replacement. Soars high in the line-out. Alongside us, the Italian management couldn't believe what just happened, but now that's history. Here they go again, Dominguez. This is Stoica. Stoica and Italy looking confident. Lots of pressure for Tonga to soak up. Troncon, held by his opposite number, Cililo Martins. They're in the shadow of the Tongan goalposts. And have Italy lost it in the tackle? I think they have. It's a turnover. This is Nalutau. It's fingers and thumbs at the moment. Desperate defence. And Tonga are working it clear. Italy, in their efforts to act as defence, I think there's going to be a penalty here, and there's going to be a caution. It's going to be Carlo Cecchinato. Killing the ball is the offence, and this is going to be a yellow card. It's another caution.
And here we see the turnovers here. Italy have had all the pressure this second half, but it's their turnover ball. They keep losing ball in contact.
Carlo Cecchinato from Treviso, his third World Cup. His father played for Italy. His father wouldn't have received a card, but that's what the offence is for. He's lying all over the tackled man.
Well, the reason he got this card was that was the third time in a row he's done that particular offence. And what's got to happen with the tackler is the minute you've made the tackle, the law says you've got to make an attempt to move away from the tackle.
Elisi Vunipola is receiving treatment. He's the captain of the Tongan side. 59 penalties conceded, 24 penalties. David McHugh's been a busy man. PINI again. Italy take it straight back to the men in red. Laying it back now for Troncon. Dominguez has regrouped. Stoica. Stoica tries to stay on his feet. He's got a reception committee in front of him though. It's a knock on. The Italians can't believe this decision.
Well, another Italian error there has cost them dearly. Again, they've had lots of pressure.
Vunipola does not look good. I think he's taken a bump on the head, and the Tongan captain, well, he's decided he's going to stay on the pitch for the moment. Worked away by Tuipulotu and his scrum half Sililo Martins. Italy leading 22 points to 18. This is Fatani. A red wall in front for Martins to work behind, and not taking any chances is Sateki Tuipulotu, the fullback. He's been a busy man. He scored a try with the interception, conversion, and 2 penalties.
Well, interesting there. Number 15, the fullback Tuipulotu, he moved up into the fly half position as Vunipola. He's trying to recover from that heavy knock.
This is Massimo Mascoletti, the Italian coach. And they were on their feet just a moment ago when that chance was spurned. And this was the man who spurned it, Moscardi. But he's found Caioni at the back. Italy's work is good in the close exchanges. Troncon. Little grubber kick through for Vicari. Can't quite take it. Little handshake going in from Caioni. He is human. Paolo Vicari's had a good game. He's looked for work. Lafiume Maka. Martins doesn't want the ball to go into touch. He'd rather give Caioni a chance to chase it and catch it. It's gone in now, though.
Well, good play by Vicari there, but it was actually out on the full. But we've seen that cultured boot there from Martins. And there's been some good play here. We just need to see Italy stop these unforced errors.
Moscardi throws. It was Caioni again, trying to make his way through is Alessandro Cepolino, the centre. Dominguez picks up the scraps, taken on by Castellani, the tight head for Italy. The Italian forwards are busy. But it's another penalty. Penalty count heading towards the 30s.
Well, these indiscretions costing Italy dearly. We've seen how they're upping this tempo. Look at the way they took the ball off the line out there. Again, Stoica making big roads into that Tongan defence. But look at the penalties. 16 penalties against Italy for all these offences. And if they can eliminate these from the game, they're going to run away with this game.
Vunipola doesn't look the happiest man in Leicester. I think he's a little bit dazed. Elisi Vunipola, captain of Tonga. Maka finds Kivalu. This is Topiafi with the white boots, wearing 13. Taken on by Fatani. Lays it back to Martins. Pass just evaded. Dave Edwards picked up by Vunipola, who's lying all over the ball, but it's a penalty against Italy again. And the Tongans want to step on the accelerator now. TIUETI. And the Italians are really up in their Tongan faces in defence. TIUETI again. Martins, not much room to work with, but a little grubber kick is the answer. PINI took a chance, thought he might have kicked it into touch. The ball is still in play. Touch judge's flag is up now.
Well, here we go again. Martins with his little culture boot. PINI should have really put this out on the pool with his boot. He goes down to the ball. Good follow-up by Martins. Great tackle. They bustle him into touch there. And the touch judge right on cue.
And not surprisingly, it's an injury. And it's Alessandro Moscardi who's picked up the bump. Interesting character, the Tongan left wing, Ipili Taioni. He hits you at 100 miles an hour with 115 kilograms, then he picks you up and shakes you by the hand.
Well, him and Vicari are having a great old tussle there. Two very, very good wingers, obviously. You know, the older statesman in Vicari's been around World Rugby for a few years, but Tony, he's enjoying his game today.
Maka finds his man. Tonga want quick ball. In goes Talo. Penalty against Italy again. Vunipola wants to do it the direct way. Moscardi is on the bottom of that. You can see him wearing two. Here you go, Tonga. TIUETI up towards the Italian goalposts. It's a strong position for Tonga. Martins. And the Italians desperately hold them out. And the Italians have stolen it, and that is wonderful play by the Azzurro. Well, Matt PINI in the end with the kick, but Tonga will rue this wasted chance.
Have a look at Dominguez here. Look at him. He's got the hands on the ball. He's the one who comes out with it, pops out that the falling ball, and he clears safely to touch. But very, very good defence by the Italians there. But Tonga not putting enough pace in the ball there to take it into the contact situation. Diego Dominguez, look at that, he's kicked 44% of the ball received. He is an important cog in this Italy team. He's been keeping his team in the play, he's been potting his penalties, and Italy at the moment leading 22 points to 18.
And Moscardi has gone off, and in his place with the bald head is Andrea Moretti from the Padova club, wearing 22. Here go Tonga though. Oh, big tackle on the big man. That was Kekinato tackling Taioni. And through goes Vunipola, but a good tackle by Moretti. He's just come on, and that's his first act. TEVITA TIUETI. The Italian tackling is good, it's sound, it's sturdy. Topiafi steps through one tackle, tries to find his man, that's the hooker. It's desperate stuff. The Tongans a little bit frustrated in their efforts to attack, and the ball goes the blue way. It's Italian scrum.
Well, there's Moretti there. He's just come on. He had a superb tackle on Vunipola, who went through the gap there, but the Italian defence has stayed strong, and they've got out of trouble there through good work from Matthew PINI.
Troncon with the feed. So many years with Treviso, Troncon, now with Montferrand in France. Vicari came in for the pass. That was a decoy run. Dominguez lofts it high. It's too long now. Tuipulotu. Terrific play by TAPUELUELU. But he's run himself into a cul-de-sac, and Tonga have lost it. Turnover for Italy. The referee, though, has said no advantage because the Italians diving in again, stopping the ball from being played.
Well, if Dave McHugh had been on the other side of this particular offence, he would have actually seen the ball was actually back there, but good play for Tuipulotu. Well, a good try there for pronunciation there.
Tuipulotu, hello. That's the boy. He's on his replacement for TAUFAHEMA. This is Maka, easy to say. Martins, Vunipola. Something happening in midfield. And it's Koloi, the open side, to straighten up. Vunipola again. Martins has been a busy man at the base of the Tongan forward effort. This is Matt PINI. It's a good kick. It's a very good kick. Chased up by PINI himself. That was a really fine piece of play by the Italian fullback. Showed his world class. He's been on the world stage for Australia, and here he is for Italy.
Well, good play by Matthew PINI. Look at that, great tape, but has the awareness of thought. He knew the fullback was out there, sticks it up the tram lines, and look at that for a bounce. I bet he meant that to happen as well.
Time is running out for Tonga. 8 minutes to go, showing on the electronic scoreboard here at Welford Road. The Italians have been here before In the 91 World Cup, they pushed New Zealand all the way before they went down 31-21. And here they are, leading Tonga, 22-18. Vunipola. Italians penalised for not retreating 10 metres. It's a stern warning from David McHugh to Massimo Giovinelli. If the Italians kill the ball once more, there will be a red card, and the Italians cannot afford that.
Well, Vunipolo's taken another big knock there, and I'm surprised he's still in the park there, but receiving treatment here. Look at those glazed eyes. He knows he's been in a physical contest today, but that just goes to show actually the ferocity of the Italian tackling has been superb throughout the whole of this game.
So the Tongans need to find another gear. They're trailing by 4 points. Maka throws. Taken by Kivalu in the line-out. Martins, Vunipola. Topiafi can't take it. Topiafi, formerly with the New South Wales Waratahs, said, "We're in a rugby match, not a boxing fight." Would you believe?
Well, that was a battle-hardened face, wasn't it, if you've ever seen one? But again, a slightly flat pass there, which forced the knock-on.
It was Keone at the back, number 8, but it's too messy now. And Italy have lost the ball. 5 minutes to go in the match. Italy with this slender lead, 22-18.
Well, that was a very scrappy scrum there. The Italians should have just forced that round the 90 and they could have re-scrummed.
Here we go with Tuipulotu, the busy number 8 for Tonga. Martins, Dave Edwards, the Auckland man. Martins with a quick feed, Vunipola. This time it's Taione, the big man. Here he is. The crowd has been waiting to see him in action. Queuing up for the pass. Tapueleuelu. But have they lost it? It's a Tongan scrum.
Well, important play there for the Tongans to get that put in at the scrum, but it was the 20-year-old Taione who came through the wing there. The Swelford Road crowd have been looking for Taione. There he is, 20 years of age. He's 6'4", and he's quite a sight. We've only seen him actually had 2 or 3 runs in this game, but that was certainly a breach. But what happened there was actually he came at the ball at pace. He breached the Italian defence, and we haven't seen too many Tongans getting through that defence.
Paolo Vicari, his opposite number, naturally with a headache.
Here we see Martins there. Pops the ball up to Edwards. Again, and here he comes. Here's the big man. Look at good running. Shrugs off the tackles. Dominguez getting thrown to the ground there, but interesting enough, there was his opposite number, Vicari, getting in there with a tackle. They've had a great tussle this evening.
There's another replacement for Tonga as Matt Tepo comes on the field. And it's Tuipulotu who comes off as Tonga look for the score that would put them in front. It's with Fatani. There's a huge effort now by Tonga in the last minutes of the match. It's a penalty, Tonga. Will they run it? Yes. Topiafi, he's strong. He's burst through one tackle and a second. Tonga desperate for a score. Can the Italians withhold this pressure? Vunipola. Ciao it was. Celilo Martins. A great tackle by Kekinato. There are men over for Tonga. If they can only get the ball back from here. Martins. Topiafi taking it standing still. They're lying so flat, even in attack now. Tonga. Vunipola takes the subterranean route. And they have scored. It is a score. It's the replacement, ISILELI FATANI. That's his 8th try for his country. It's probably his most important. FATANI, the big man, coming on and saving perhaps the day for Tonga.
Well, it was awfully flat and static, but there you go, right the way through the middle. FATANI scores a great try there, rather like the Italians in the first half when Muscati went through. Wonderful try.
ISILELI FATANI will be a hero.
Well, I didn't think it was that warm at Welford Road tonight, but there he goes over the barriers, and we can get on with the game now.
So Tonga are now in front by 1 point. And this should be pretty simple task for Sateki Tuipulotu. ISILELI FATANI with the try, and the Tongans in the crowd, they're loving tonight. Tonga have only won one World Cup match. That was back in 1995 against the Ivory Coast. ISILELI FATANI, who plays for the Toa Ko Ma'afu club in Tonga. He'll be a hero there tonight. Big man, big effort, and a big score. The 40 minutes are up on the electronic scoreboard here in Leicester. There will be time for injury. Will there be time for Italy? It'll be a pretty historic score if it even stays at 23, or if it goes up to 25 with the conversion from Sateki Tuipulotu, the 2 points, and it's now 25-22. Will there be enough time for Italy? This is the score.
Well, the Tongans know the most direct way to the actual line. There we saw Vunipola. He wasn't going to give that ball out. And FATANI in support finds the space and barges over the line for what could be a game-winning try.
We're in injury time. Dominguez, it's optimistic. He's looking for the drop goal. It was well wide of the mark.
Well, I felt Dominguez forced that ball. The Italians could have taken it on just to get him slightly closer. We've got 3 minutes of injury time still to play. There was still enough time there for Dominguez to get into a slightly closer area to drop that goal.
The Tongans, who won only one match in the Pacific Rim tournament this year, now find themselves 3 points adrift at the end of this bruising match in Rugby World Cup 99. It's a pool that includes New Zealand and England. Tonga and Italy are fighting for the scraps. There's an injury. I think it's Caro. No, it's not. It's Paolo Vaccari, the Calvisano man, who has really been in the thick of it. He's been an attacking man. He's been an attacking thread for Italy, and he's really done his defensive work.
Well, he's obviously got he's got cramp in the head and cramp in the calf muscle, but he's had a good game actually, but went into the contact situation there and obviously hit a Tongan head. Here we see Vaccari going in here, goes a bit high, but in actual fact it was his own man who took him out.
Kekinato was the man with the head guard, and Paolo Vaccari has gone off. And the replacement is Niccolo Mazzucato from the Treviso club. Penalty to Italy. Now, will Dominguez have a go? Is the distance too much? 2 minutes to go, says David McHugh of Ireland. Hands used on the floor by Tonga, and now the Tongans have they handed it to Italy. It'll only level the scores, of course. It is a big kick. It's 2 or 3 yards, 2 or 3 meters inside the Tongan half. Diego Dominguez, the 3rd highest point scorer of all time in World Rugby, behind Michael Lynagh and Neil Jenkins. Dominguez for Italy to level the scores. He's given it a magnificent kick. That really was world class from Dominguez, the outside half for Italy. Yes, say the Italians. It's all square at 25 points each. What a wonderful kick by Diego Dominguez.
Well, just to sit here and see him stroke that particular penalty was magnificent. We talked about the importance of the goal kicking, and we've still got another minute's worth of play.
Drama at the end of this match in Leicester. Six penalties now to Diego Dominguez. They've scored the 1 try by Alessandro Moscardi. This is Maka for Tonga. Tonga, even now pressing for the score. Martins, Vunipola, Taufiafi. Tonga still looking for the score. Vunipola not getting through. Tonga wait. Back now with Tuipulotu, the fullback. Has he done it for Tonga? It could be desperate. It is a magnificent drop kick by Sateki Tuipulotu, and the most incredible ending to a rugby match I have ever seen. And the Tongans have gone balmy in Leicester. Sateki Tuipulotu, with this drop kick, has won it for Tonga with the very last kick of the match. A most amazing finish. The Tongans celebrate. They celebrate their second, only their second ever win in a Rugby World Cup finals tournament. And the final score here in Leicester, Italy 25, Tonga 28.
Thanks, Alan. What a finish. Still to come, highlights of Ireland against Australia. But next, it's the views of Sean Fitzpatrick and Will Carling. That's after this break.